We'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then open up questions.
Well, it was great to get a win at home, and I thought our fans were a big help. When things got tight, they lifted us up. I think it got cut to 2 points, and when we scored, you could feel a little bit of an eruption. It was a sort of stop and start game, and wasn't much flow to it, and that sometimes can affect us. And so we, a win's a win, and I thought there was a certain amount of resilience in those moments. It's very difficult to be up by double digits and then see it at 2 points and recover from that. And our guys are learning to do that a little bit. So we're happy with that, and now we're on to other things.
Coach, I wanted to start off asking you about the offense tonight. I think it was almost 60% from the field. What did you see that was really working?
Just our guys play for each other. I don't know how many assists we had. It may not have been the assist, but I think we ended with a lot of foul shots when we were passing to each other. They are unselfish, and sometimes to a fault where they might have a shot, but they play as a team, and that the definition of a team is a group of people together, and so they watch out for each other and like to see each other score.
And Chase, I wanted to ask you on your senior night, really strong performance. What were the emotions like, and how motivated were you to put in a good performance?
Yeah, it was certainly a bittersweet night from start to finish. Just very emotional night for me, and being the last time that I'll play on this court and put on the jersey here. And I'm just so glad we were able to come out with a win and go out the right way.
And finally, Coach, how important do you think it is to have this good week, 3 straight wins heading into the CAA tournament?
Yeah, I think important. Everybody likes to be on a bit of a win streak. We're always a work in progress, and so there's improvements that can be made in the next few days. And it's a long season, and so you go from, it feels like multiple seasons in one season, and so we're on to the next one. But it does help, help us understand ways we can win and how we are being guarded differently or whatever it may be, and being able to pull out a few here at the end is helpful.
Coach, you touched on it in your opening statement. Hampton was able to cut it to 2. Kind of, what did you see from your group when it comes to regaining control and being able to close this one out?
Just, I think when you're in the huddle, we call timeout, you just see that they understand that a few missed passes or errant passes or missed assignments, and they gathered themselves, and I think it helps when they sort of feel like they understand where we're making the errors, how we got up 15, and how we weren't doing the same type of stuff. And so you're learning throughout a game, and they, I think in that moment, they sort of understood that we got to get back to what got us out in front.
I think you guys finished with 57 bench points. How critical has that depth been for you guys' success this season?
Yeah, it's critical. We play a lot of guys. Guys like to go hard. They play hard, and they can get spent in little spells because he's a case in point that he's pressing up and down the court, and then flying the ball down the court, and then doing it again. That's hard. And he, sometimes I'm sort of like back off a little bit to save your breath here, but he's relentless, and so we sort of want to be known as a team that's relentless on defense, and then pushing it too.
And Chase, on that note, what kind of luxury is it to be able to have so many guys on your team that can have the level of production that you guys have had this season and tonight as well?
Yeah, it's a point guard's dream. I have Killian Brockhoff, who can shoot from anywhere on the court. He can score on the post. Tunda Valber-Fasasi has been great for us all year. We have a great connection where he can get cuts to the basket. He can shoot from outside. And I could just go down the line for every single guy on our roster, but it's certainly a luxury for me.
Last one, Coach. You'll see Elon after 2 close losses to them earlier in the season. Kind of what has to be different Saturday for you guys to be able to win in a win-or-go-home situation?
I'm not sure. Both those games, to me, from memory, were tight. And then we made some errors down the stretch, I thought, and they played well down the stretch, and so you know, we'll learn from those games, but we also need to understand it's a new game. And so I'm sure they'll have some wrinkles. We'll think of trying to do some things. But, you know, they're a really well-coached team. They have a really good offense that can throw fits into what you're doing. And so, you know, I don't exactly look forward to playing them, but I don't know who I would look forward to playing.
Chase, one more for you. Obviously, you know, I think Miles is the only senior that you came in with, so the group has grown. Can you just talk about what it kind of means to be part of this group, this senior class of 8?
Yeah, I think I talked about this the other day with a couple of the guys, but I can't really even tell who's been here for a year or 2 years or myself 4 years, you know. It's just such a tight-knit group. I mean, we do everything together on and off the court. So I don't even really notice who's been here for long or just got here.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.